Hi, so my name's Charlotte. I work at Autism Plus as a specialist employment advisor and I am part of the Thriving at Work team. So Ange approached us a few months ago and said, after she'd seen one of our adverts on social media, and said, I've got some staff who are neurodiverse and autistic and I just want to know that I'm doing the right thing for them, that I'm giving them the best support that I can be giving them because they are valuable members of staff and we want to keep them.
I'm Ange. I'm a checker and accommodation coach at Blue Dolphin, and I support my team in the best way that I can. When she first came, she was here, there and everywhere. She didn't know how to clean a caravan, so we came up with a list of all the items that needed cleaning, and I worked with her, and then we found out working timing from bedrooms to a bathroom to the kitchen to the living room, and then she'd put her headphones on and then the alarm would go off and then it'd tell her that she'd either be behind or on time, and then she'd try and speed herself up. When she first came, her first caravan took her 4 hours, and after that she's just progressed and she's absolutely lovely.
If I need help, I can just literally drop her a text saying, I'm behind on Vans, can I have a bit of help? Or if I come across something I've never come across before, like the dog gate. I've never come across a dog gate before, and so I text her going, what's this? What do I do with this? And she normally either text me back if that's possible, but she'll come in and pop in and help me with anything I'm unsure about. I know other autistic people will have different needs, and the fact that Ange listens and kind of understands what I particularly need and actually does that to help me out, because someone else who's autistic might need something else.
Georgia was diagnosed as being on the autistic spectrum when she was 17, just before her 18th birthday. She'd been dismissed for years and we struggled through school and college. They would tell her she was silly, not help her. I battled and battled and battled to keep her in school and college. She got all her GCSEs, did fantastic at college. All she needed was support and help, and so did I. I just looked at Facebook one day, and because I'm part of the same groups, Scarborough Jobs, and she did this post, and it was beautiful, no prompting, out of nowhere, said who she was, she wanted to work alone, and that's where Ange became involved. She made her first phone call that she's ever made in her life. I don't know who was more nervous, both felt sick, but she did it on her own, and within a week she was here working.
We started with contractors back in the days of 1996, 1997, and we've now moved to having our own in-house team. So it's all about recruiting for us, taking on board new team, keeping them motivated, keeping them in work, and obviously a big thing for me is retention going from 2021 into 2022. So we'll get them, whether it's they come along or they get somebody to bring them along, to go through exactly what's expected of them, the process. So the process being that they'll come, they'll be interviewed by me, we'll discuss the role, and then we'll also discuss how they feel about that role, and then making them understand that they will only be with one person when they start that role. So it's the same person every single time they come to work, probably for the first 4 to 6 weeks. I treat everybody the same, even though they are maybe different to us and they see things differently to us. They're still part of my team, they're still a team member. Maybe it needs that little bit more support, but it's not an issue. Do you know, it's as we've seen with Sarah next door, it's lovely to see her, how she's working now. But we got her where she needed to be, and it was just time, one-to-one, and she's a pleasure to work with. Absolute pleasure to have on board.
It's been great. After a couple of emails and then a couple of phone calls, it was very, very, very apparent that Angie's doing absolutely everything above and beyond of what she can do to support her neurodiverse staff. Absolutely fantastic.
They're still a person, they've still got thoughts, they've still got their imagination, and they're willing to work. They want to do it. You've just got to help them overcome the fears, get the confidence to do it, and away they go.